welcome to my channel. This is a part 2 video for the career video where I tell you about the different sectors that you can get down to after your Geospatial degree or your JS degree. So first, there's something that I want to emphasize today. So many people out there think that Geospatial engineering is only about land survey. So today I want to rectify. Land survey is just but a sector under Geospatial engineering. It's actually under it's actually under surveying. And under surveying there are many types of surveying, which I'm going to tell you in my future videos. But the thing is, land survey is under surveying. It's one of the types of surveying. So land survey is just but a tiny part of the Geospatial engineering. It's not what it's all about. There is a misconception out there for some people who think that as Geospatial engineers we only do land survey. That's not true. So land sector is one of the career parts, or let's say it's one of the sectors that you can dive into with your JS degree, where you do things like cadastral surveying, where you do involve in activities like subdivision of land adjudication and acquisition of land, such things, and also real estate matters. So that's one of the sectors that you can do. This is something that I forgot to mention in my previous video. So secondly, we have the natural resources and the environment sector. So as you all know, environment is something that's very important to us. We all need to conserve the environment, and JS plays a very crucial role in this sector. So if you're doing any project, you know that you have to do an environmental impact assessment, that is the EIA. And for you to do that, you need the JS knowledge. It's a very vital thing that you need. So also JS is used to map the natural habitats that we need to conserve. We use JS to map these areas so we can know the areas that we need to conserve, like our forests and our natural parks, those natural ecosystems that needs to be conserved. So thirdly, we have the transport and the navigation sector. First, for transport, if you have a fleet, let's say you own a public transport, let's say Sacco, and you want to be able to manage your fleet in an efficient manner, you can develop a fleet management system whereby you are able to track where your vehicles are. You can tell if they're in motion or if they've stopped. That by the end of the day, you can be able to tell the number of trips that those vehicles have made. And so that's GIS. That fleet management system is one of the types of GIS systems. So also for the navigation, you know about the Google Maps. So who is behind these Google Maps? These are GIS developers. They develop these systems. What you see in the Google Maps, when you're, let's say you're lost somewhere and you're trying to figure out where to go, you input your location and you input your destination. How Google Maps is going to guide you to your location is by doing some GIS analysis. It does some route analysis and it identifies the best route for you to use, like the shortest route. And sometimes it can be able to guide you based on the traffic jam. It will show you the best route that has less traffic. So isn't that amazing? Also, the other thing is the telecommunication sector. A good example here in Kenya is the Safaricom company. You see how they're able to locate the best locations for their boosters. They can't just put their boosters anywhere. They have to identify the best location, and some of the factors that they need to consider include things like population. And the analysis that is done is something called suitability analysis, where they consider factors like also topography. You have to consider the level of the area. You cannot put it anywhere. And if maybe the area experiences floods, you have to consider that. So all that analysis, you obviously need JS knowledge. So companies like Safaricom need that. Lastly, we have urban planning. urban planning is where you design the structure of a town or a city. You decide where to put the industrial zones, the commercial areas. For you to design that, you need to model how the structure, the city is going to look like, or consider many factors. You have to consider the population, the type of people who live there, such thing. To do that analysis, you also need GIS. You need GIS for urban planning and things like that. So this is a part 2 video for the career video, as I said earlier, and these are the rest of the fields, and obviously I haven't covered all. This is just some of them, and the rest you can always find them online. And this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.